Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a story from Africa, from Ghana. It's called The Talk. And it goes like this. Once upon a time there was a farmer who was digging up his yams. You know, yams in the ground, sort of African potatoes. And when he was digging that up, he came to a certain yam, and there was a yam who spoke to him and said to him, "Oh, you've never been weeding me, you've never come to me, but now you come here with your digging stick, huh? Well, just leave me alone." The guy, who's that talking to me? And he looked at his cow and he said, "You talking to me?" And then his dog says, "No." His dog says, "No, it was not the cow talking to you. It was the yam who was talking to you and told you to leave him alone." Now the man was getting a little irritated because he wasn't used to anybody talking to him, for sure not his dog, and he did not like the tone of that conversation. So he took out his knife and he cut off a branch from a palm tree nearby, and he wanted to hit the dog. And then the palm tree said to him, "Put that branch down." What is that? Yeah. And so he was getting really irritated at that time, and he wanted to throw down that branch, and he said, "Well, put me down softly," said the palm tree again to him. And the man was totally going wild. And then he put the branch softly on a stone. And then the stone said to him, "Get it off me." And then he got really scared and fed up, and he started running towards his village. And on the way, he met a fisherman who had a fish trap with him. And the fisherman said to him, "Why are you running so fast?" And then the man said, "Well, my yam talked to me, and then my dog talked to me, and then the palm tree talked to me, and then the stone talked to me." And he said, "Is that all? Is that something to be so frightened of?" And then the fish trap, which the fisherman was carrying, said to him, "Well, if it was you, wouldn't you be afraid?" Whoa. And the man threw the fish trap on the ground and started running together with the farmer also to the village. And on the way they came and they met a weaver with a bundle of cloth on his head. And the weaver said to them, "Hey, why are you guys running so fast? Are you hunting or something?" And then they told him the story, and he said the yam talked and the stone talked, and then also said the fisherman, "My fish trap talked to me." And then the guy said, "That's nothing. Are you guys so excited about that? What's that?" "Well," said the bundle of cloth that the weaver was wearing on his head, "wouldn't you be too if you were him?" And then the guys threw the bundle on the road and started to running with the other two. And now there was three running towards the village, and they came by a river. And in the river, a guy was, taking a bath, washing himself. And he saw these three guys running, and he said, "What are you guys running for? Are you chasing a gazelle or something?" And they told him the story about everything and talking, and the man said, "Is that something you guys are so upset about?" And then the river right behind him said, "Well, if that would happen to you, you would also run." And he looked at the river, and he immediately sprang out, and he jumped up, and he started running with the other three. Now all four came into the main road of the village, and they went to the house of the village chief. And, the assistant of the chief got his chair out, and the guy sat on the chair, and all four started telling their story about how the yam had started to talk, and then the dog had started to talk, and then the palm tree, and then the stone, and then also the fish trap, and the bundle of cloth, and then finally the river. And so the village chief listened patiently and to all their complaints and said, after some time thinking, puffing on his pipe, he said, "Those are really wild stories, you guys. I think all of you should go back to work as quick as you can before I punish you for disturbing the peace in our village." And so all the men left, and then the village chief mumbled to himself, "Ha!" he said, "You know, rumors like that, stories like that really disturb the peace in our community." "Fantastic, isn't it?" his stool said. "Amazing. Imagine a talking yam." Thank you.